and we have some updates on the High Star 55 cockpit motor yacht. Had a few emails and phone calls with the broker and have come to the realization that we are not going to buy that boat. We have felt like we've kind of met resistance when we've asked for information, and a couple of the ones I'll talk about are they have no records for the boat, like service records. We've never talked to the owner. We've only talked to the broker. Everything we go through is kind of filtered through the broker. We've asked for service records, like the boat has, well, we don't know how many hours, because one engine hour says 2,700 hours more than the other engine meter. So we don't really know about hours. We've asked for, like, has there been maintenance done to, like, the heat exchangers and the oil coolers, transmission coolers, that kind of stuff. You can't have a 35-year-old boat and 35-year-old engines and not have some kind of records of maintenance done for these things. So we've asked for those things. They said, well, we can't find them. The owner moved. They were in a box. They were at one house. Then they're at another house. He can't find them. So I said, well, that's no problem. He's owned it for 4 years. Who was the mechanic in Key West that he used when he was in Key West? He doesn't know. Can't remember. Again, this is not the owner telling me these things. He doesn't know. This is the broker saying the owner doesn't know. He's going to the owner's supposed to contact the previous owner and try to find out where records are from him. There's a big box of records on the boat. I told the broker, I said, Michelle found a big box of records on the boat while we were there. Maybe it's in there. No, it's not in there. So that was one thing. That's a little frustrating. I sent a text to the broker and to the surveyor. So we're in a group text. I said, broker, my surveyor, Jared, has time Tuesday at 9 a.m. to do a pre-sea trial inspection. Are you available? By the way, this is a group text with Jared. He replies. I'm sorry, the surveyor, Jared, chimes in, says, hey, broker's name, this is Jared, and from JHH Marine, and this is my cell number. Please confirm that the time works for you. Give me an idea where the boat is in the marina, yada, yada. The broker replies, Tuesday will be fine. I will contact Jared. So then I replied, I actually got a phone call from the broker, and we talked on the phone. And that's when he said, before the survey, we need to have the contract and the deposit done. And I'm thinking he means the survey where the engine mechanic's there and the surveyor's there, the boat's hauled out, we actually move the boat out of the slip. I thought that's what he meant. So I replied back because I wanted to be clear. I said, broker's name, just to be clear so there's no misunderstanding. I'm waiting till Tuesday when I hear from Jared before I send the $12,500 deposit. You said deposit before survey. I understood survey to mean when we haul out and sea trial. Well, I got a response. We are not under contract without a deposit. I am not supposed to let any work be done unless we're under contract. So I said, do you consider Jared looking around work? ? He says, I do. I said, I understood. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm out. Good luck to you. I just kind of felt like this is the last straw. So I called the surveyor back, Jared, and we talked. And he basically told me, he says, yeah, I read the text. He says, it doesn't sound like maybe the owner even knows what's going on with this thing. Like, this might be all just a broker and he's not sending everything through, because why would the owner not want to know about this? I mean, we're really close. I think the owner might want to know that, hey, we told the broker he couldn't get on the boat for a tire kicking session, not even to do any work. So that's kind of where we're at. I wasn't getting the warm fuzzies, and I told the broker I wasn't getting the warm fuzzies, and he's like, yeah, oh well. So we're looking at other boats. Okay, we got another update. We got a call from Rick, the owner, and Rick gave permission for Jared, the surveyor, to go on the boat. We talked, we kind of hugged it out, and we're back in business for the High Star 55. The owner, Rick, was gracious enough to put our minds at ease because we don't have any records of any service. He says he's so convinced that he will pay for the engine survey. So we were like, wow, yeah, of course, that'd be great. So we're back in business. I know I just went through a bunch of stuff about why we were out, but we talked to the previous owner, Jeff and Kathy. Wonderful couple.
14 years.
They had it for 14 years before Rick. Nice people. We're talking to painters about paint jobs and blisters and bottom paint and so on and so forth. So just an update, back in business.